Can you just tell us how you feel, Debbie?
No, I really can't. I guess I knew that this was coming. I knew that today was the last parole hearing, one way or the other, because his good behavior credits or whatever we would have met in the middle somewhere. I just had to ask God for strength this morning, and He gave it to me, and we are here, and he'll have to deal with it now.
You mentioned a lot about the drug screening, and you did bring up that question to the commissioner. You did make a comment at the end saying you felt like his mind was already made up coming into this. Do you feel like he even heard your concerns that you brought up during this hearing?
He heard them. He had no choice but to hear them. Again, his mind was made up before he came in, and according to General Staubus, the governor's reform bill let him out of prison. That's basically what it was. The reform bill said he was a free and clear man.
Now his decision still has to go to, I believe, 3 or 4 others, and I think he said that was a 7 to 10 day process. Do you feel like this is going to be the longest week or so of your life waiting for that decision to come back, or do you feel...
No, not at all. They will all agree with him. They always have. Every other hearing, it is word for word what the hearing official says. There are so many cracks, broken procedures and policies. It is, their mind was made up.
You mentioned in your testimony how you feel that justice would be that full term. I mean, talk about the injustice that you feel today.
That's all that was left for Mike, was what little justice that he could have received. And that was taken away from him also.
Are you going to keep fighting for other people's justice?
I will definitely keep fighting for other people's justice. That's what Mike would have done. That's what I'll do.
What are your thoughts on his request to be released to West Virginia? Does that give you any comfort that he won't be in this region?
In my victim's impact statement this time, I put that it wasn't addressed, but I put he was never to set foot in Sullivan County again, that he was never able to vote again, that he was never able to acquire a driver's license, never able to walk into a liquor store. Those were my requests.
What are your biggest fears regarding his release? I mean, you mentioned his prior offense just days before the incident with your husband. I mean, do you fear this could happen again?
Most definitely. I mean, as I read in my statement, he's known for the past 20 years that he's got a problem. He went in-house counseling, he did outhouse counseling, that's what it is, outhouse. Yeah, he will do it again.
And you gave an emotional
that
statement.
blood will be on the Board of Parole's hands.
Sorry for freaking out there. You gave an emotional statement as well. Did you want to share your thoughts on this?
No, I said what I wanted to say in there. The only thing that I will say, I guess, to that effect is that I said something about the best barometer for future events is past history. And I think somewhere down the road we will see it. You have to kind of say a prayer for because if that's where he's going, they're going to be in harm's way.
Did you think this was how today was going to go?
Yes.
Today's hearing was quite different than August. Would you agree with that?
Very much so.
Did it almost feel like it was all scripted?
Today? Yeah.
Compared to August?
Yeah.
They gave him...
Yeah.
I think at the time you said they had given him...
August was a waste of our time and taxpayer money.
You had
That's just how I feel.
I think once before you said that you felt like they gave him time to get his act together.
Yeah, they did.
And so,
I mean, that's what it was all about. He had that one disciplinary, and it was caught, and